campaign is to encourage those on the sidelines to stand up and help diffuse and discourage bullying before it happens. By standing as one silently in a group and together, we can outnumber the bullies and show that there is strength in numbers. To promote this goal, we are naming students who have discouraged bullying with the title of Junior Superheroes. On behalf of Team USA, I would like to congratulate Nathaniel Schifoletti for his courageous actions in breaking up the fight.
Okay, story is the main part of our exam. Hello, my name is Joan Cavallo and I'm the president of Team USA. First off, I would like to thank you all for coming to this celebration. It is a great honor for the Commissioner of Education, Emerson Lynn, and Ms. Cavallo to come here and celebrate with us. But most importantly, I would like to thank the past members of Team USA for making this team great. We have evolved as a team substantially. In the beginning, this team was just a bunch of ideas in our teachers' heads. Slowly, those ideas changed to the first class of Team USA. We stopped being a team focused on technology and became a team of leaders. The 8th grade class graduated, and it was now up to the new 8th graders to teach the incoming 7th graders about the wonders of leadership, and most importantly, about a family outside of your own home. The foundation of Team USA has never changed. The way we learn and how we are perceived may have, but each and every member of this team has added something to who we are, and without you, we would never have won any awards, and we would just be a class like any other. So I would like to thank you once again for being such wonderful members of Team USA, and I would like to introduce Brooke Spence, Team USA's first president, to speak for the first cycle of Team USA.
I just want to congratulate everybody because the first group who graduated with me, we started this team. And the second group carried on our way. And then the third group, you're here now, keeping it going. And it's really amazing to be back here and see what this team has turned into. And congratulations to everybody on the third place for teams that make a difference. I walk through the halls of BFA as a sophomore. I walk through the halls as a leader, and I walk through the halls with a smile on my face. For this, I credit Team USA. My first trimester in Team USA, I was elected class president. I'm still not sure how this happened to me. I was never one of the popular girls or one of the girls that everybody wanted, but for some reason, people looked up to me. My mom always said that I was born to lead, but Team USA is where I learned it to be true. Team USA, speaking publicly came naturally to me. My ability to listen helped too, with Mr. D changing my speeches every 2 minutes and then again 30 seconds before I went on. I had to be on my A game. Before I go any further, Mr. Delorier, you inspired my everyday life. I walk through the halls of BFA and I run into challenges, and just like I did here, sometimes I'm afraid to overcome them, but I know you'd be proud to know that I do overcome them. Team USA was a solid rock to me. Team USA was a place I learned what it meant to be and have a friend. Rebecca DeMar was probably one of my first friends. We shared everything with each other, and memories are one of them. Me and Rebecca spent a lot of time together and shared a lot of tears. Although we have grown apart, I'll always have Team USA to thank for those memories and those tears and those hardships, but I shared them together. We shared them together. Another friendship started here with Nicole Messick. She was there for me throughout my Team USA years, and she's still there now. Friendships can last forever. A note to everyone currently in Team USA, and even those of you walking the halls with me, take these memories and run with them. Use all of it that you have. Remember, friendships may not last, but the memories will last forever. Memories are a funny thing. Each day is full of them, but we all seem to take them for granted. No one really seems to realize how each day goes by so fast. This moment, like Mr. D said once, this moment will never happen again. The moment on that clock, this very second, will never happen again. But this memory, standing here right now speaking, I will remember this forever. Don't ever take one moment for granted because you'll never get it back. But the memories will live on forever with you. One day I'd like to think I'll have kids and a family. Those kids are going to hear all about my memories. They'll hear about the time we walked 3 miles to get raggedy old bum clothes so Mr. D can prove that we're all still the same people no matter what we wear and how we dress. They're going to know by heart how graduation in itself matured me. They're going to know how Team USA was and still is my home. My kids are going to be able to quote and sing my favorite song from here everywhere we go. To wrap this all up in one paragraph, Team USA is love, and it's home. Team USA is friendships and leadership. It's laughter and music. It's maturity. It's memories, and it's life. Thank you.
Right now, we would like to invite the Commissioner to come up and speak to us.
Thank you very much. This is a really honor and a pleasure to be here. Couple of things. I go back to St. Albans a long time. I used to live here in St. Albans and coached at BFA for many years with my good friend Jimmy Bashaw, who has passed away. And it's unfortunate that you all didn't get a chance to meet people like Mr. Bashaw, and you've had the opportunity to meet folks like Mr. Delorier, who really have an impact on your life. And I really love the quote that you had. You know, about this moment will never happen again. You know, we all get one chance to make a good impression. We get one chance to do things. Doesn't mean that we don't have second chances, but that is what you're all learning here. And again, the concept of leadership. You know, leaders are not necessarily born; they're made, and they're made by having experiences like what you just described, what you guys are doing, what you all have done. At least the 8th graders. I know that the 7th graders. This was you're just learning, and that's wonderful. But opportunities like this to make a difference in people's lives, you know, that's the single most important thing that any of us can do is how do you improve the life of others? How do you improve the life of anyone you come in contact with? Not only does it help them, but it makes you a better person. It makes you feel good. You know, you ever seen that commercial on TV where they show somebody picking up a piece of paper and then somebody else sees that and does something good, and then somebody else does something good? That's how life works. Good deeds are contagious. And you often hear all kinds of things, at least coming from politics, about people not getting along. That's not the reality of our country. That's not the reality of what I see every day as I visit schools around the state. And the fact that you guys have such a distinguished award, coming in 3rd place in a national competition, Team USA, you know, is really, really an incredible accomplishment. And I know that Mr. Delorier, one of the things that he and I, by the way, go back a long time. We had more hair and less gray hair, as a matter of fact. I mean, when I say long time, we're talking 30 years.
I thought it was 10.
It was 8, I think, yes. We met when we were 21, I think. But I always enjoy when he comes in, when he invites me. Not only do I like being with students, which is one of the things I love to do, and having been a 7th and 8th grade teacher in Georgia, however, not in St. Albans, always gives me a little sort of jump in my step. But ultimately, it's because what you guys are learning, you're applying what you're learning. You know, one thing is learning in books. Another thing is learning in books and then applying it in real life. And I think that's the key. And I'm not going to get into education stuff, you know, but that's what we're trying to do here in Vermont, is how do you make school more relevant, like what you guys are doing, more interesting, like what you guys are doing, and that it helps you grow as an individual, as a person, and that helps you plan your future, because that really is what it's all about. And it's wonderful to hear that a sophomore now is now still thinking back to her experiences here at St. Albans City School, and how those experiences have helped sort of provide a roadmap for her, whether it's to be president, congratulations, or to do whatever it is that you want to do. Don't let anyone ever tell you that you cannot achieve what you have dreams about. Dreams are what drives us. I have dreams. You have dreams. Every one of you here has a dream about the future. And those dreams should be positive. And it's sort of a really weird world for me. I just got back from Cuba on Sunday night. And if you know anything about Cuba, you know that it's a completely different situation. Very poor, it's a communist country, it's a militaristic country. But when I talk to people, when I go to schools, because that's one of the things I did, and by the way, I'm setting up a program to bring teachers to Cuba, I think next summer. But I see these kids who have nothing compared to you, and they have dreams. And they have dreams of the future of a better world, and you guys have that dream, those dreams as well. So all of us in the world have dreams, have goals, have ambitions. And ultimately, it's about making the world a better place. Yes, making money is important. Don't let me, I'm not going to say that that's not important. But that's not enough. You see many, many people. I don't see them, maybe you don't see them either, but there are many, many millionaires out there that are very unhappy. I don't know any millionaires, by the way, so I'll just put it out there. But they're unhappy. They have the money, but they don't have the happiness that comes with doing things that help others, and making the world a better place, and of doing the type of group activities that you have done. Because this doesn't happen. Yes, Mrs. Delorier and other teachers are probably on you to get things done. But ultimately, it's all of you who make things happen. And for that, I am extremely, extremely proud and happy to be here. And you are role models. 8th graders, high school students over here, you're role models for the younger students. 8th graders, you're role models for 7th graders, 6th graders, 5th graders. I'm sure that there are kids in the school that, especially the young ones, look up to you almost like you're their heroes. Don't disappoint them. Your actions will be emulated by them. They'll watch what you do and how you do it, and they will follow you. Especially when you look at when you see the young students, 1st, 2nd, 3rd graders, they look at you as idols. You are providing role models for them, and your legacy will help them become better students, but ultimately better people. So I'm very, very happy to be here. I'm honored to have been invited and have a chance to get to know you. And I was warned about the singing. There will be some singing coming up, which I can't wait to hear. But I just want to say thank you very much for what you've done for yourselves, for your school, for St. Albans, for our state, and ultimately for our country. So thank you very much.
The principal,
Thank you for asking me to speak. So when I saw the announcement for the Teens That Make a Difference Award, I asked Mr. D, I said, apply for this. You guys are that good. So I was not surprised when you won a slot in the list of the top schools for middle school education, because this is what it's all about. It's about students leading. When I'm having a bad day, y'all can see me sit right where Mr. Gorman sits. It's my favorite chair in this room. I love to just go sit there and watch you. I don't do anything except sit back there and watch. And you fill my bucket. So you know that little filling a bucket thing that some of the younger kids are talking about? It really gives me a lot of energy to leave here and say, okay, we are so doing the right thing. And I'm also really lucky because your teachers support me in the same way. So when there's something we need to do, this is a place where I can go and get it and have real support to make things happen. So you guys continue to make me so proud. And you have over the years. From the very first year, I was so impressed with how quickly this just took off. And a lot of it was the leadership from your teachers, but a lot of it is also you. It's your willingness to buy into the concept of being a team and of bringing the best of who you are forward and doing the best that you can. And our hope is that we aren't stopping here. This is where we are right now. And every year we challenge ourselves to get better and better and better so that we are always keeping up and keeping ahead of where the world is. Our hope is that when you leave here, we've given you the skills to be competitive out in a very competitive world. And those skills are a lot more than just reading, writing, and math. But oh, by the way, you better be able to do those. Okay? You have to do those. They're kind of like non-negotiables. But when you can stand up in front of a group and speak, you now have elevated yourself over a whole bunch of people who can do reading, writing, and math too. But you've got another set of skills. and it's a set of skills around leadership. So I'm so proud. I cannot wait to hear the rest of your speeches, but I'm not surprised that you guys won an award, because that's how good it is. It's a great place to come. It's a great place to just sit and watch. A lot of really cool things are going, and you're not stopping here. I know Mr. Coffey's working out something now where you guys are going to be doing a news channel. And it's not going to be about Team USA. You guys are going to do something about our whole school. How great is that? That you've gotten to that kind of a point and this is where you want to take things. I loved your award around bullying. So everything that's new that comes out, it just makes us better and better and better, and we can never stop. We can never stop continuing to improve. So you're going to see us ask you more times to give us input, because you have some of the best ideas. But I'm extremely proud. I'm so grateful to have been asked to speak to you, and thank you all very, very much.
So I'd like to move on to more of our student speakers. First off, I'd like to ask Zach to come up here and present.
Well, as I was sitting here watching these speeches, I was wondering what to put in this speech. Then I realized that this was pretty much what Team USA was about. Doing things with little to no notice. Just learned last night that what I was going to be speaking about. I wasn't sure when I was going to speak. But I realized that was pretty much all of last year and the year before as well. We went to places and did many great things, much of it with no notice. But that's good though. If we can do that without notice, we can, I don't know, help out in the community, just learning a day in advance. Then imagine what we could do if we had planned out, and it gives us opportunity to learn how to get things done. That's what we did in GUSA. We got things done. We also learned how to lead, how to speak in public. And I think that's helped me greatly. Before this, I never led, spoken in public much. I wasn't very comfortable with it. But now I feel I'm fairly comfortable with it. So that's helped pretty greatly in BFA. There have been many presentations that I've had to do in various classes. And I think I've done a lot better there than if I hadn't been in TUSA. So I'd like to thank all the teachers for doing that for me.
Okay, so Caitlin and Stephanie are going to come up.
Alright, so we're both students at BFA now, and it's been quite an adventure. It's a lot different than TUSA, but I think it's in a good way. They like to challenge you a lot, and you get to be like more of an individual than in a whole team, and you get to change others by doing that.
I think that one of the most important things I learned in TUSA is just like to speak my mind and worry about what other people think about it later. And because when I first came in here, well, in 5th and 6th grade, I like barely said anything in classes, and then I came in here and they made me talk.
One of the skills I really picked up here was probably leadership, because I used to go to school in Colorado, and then I moved here, and Mr. D really pushed me to be like the best public speaker in there I could possibly be, so now I'm a lot more comfortable with it, and it doesn't bug me to get up in front and talk about it.
Does anyone want to come up here and talk? Nobody?
Just very briefly, I just want to say, I heard my name a couple times, and that feels good because I'm very intersectional. But on the other hand, I'm only one piece here, and I get mentioned because I tend to do the majority of the talking, good or bad, I know for some of you. But I couldn't do, this doesn't happen without everybody. I'm just the one that happens to be the mouthy one. But it's the people that I work with that have the ideas, it's people that I work with that do the hard work. Sometimes just the person who watches and then does it first gets credit. And in this case, it's the people who work there. Although the kids know that. You know that it's all of us, and I just don't want you to think that I think it's me. I know it's everybody. I'm nothing without these people working. That's it.
Okay.
How short is that?
Yes, Max.
Can I come speak?
Yes.
So I just want to say to all superheroes and everyone else, thank you so much. The past 2 years were great. Team USA is just wonderful. We deserve the award so much. I don't think third place is where we belong. We belong in first place. So 2 years ago, at the beginning of my 7th grade year, like literally the first day of school, I was diagnosed with diabetes, and it was kind of like, it sucks. But for some reason, I think at the beginning of my 7th grade year, I can't think of it in a negative way. So when I started Team USA, that's the only memories I can really think of. It's not how I had to give myself shots every day, but about how this team was just so wonderful. So, thanks for the last 2 years so much.
Okay, what we're going to do just for a second, pursuant to what one of the young ladies said over here, she said, one of the things that she's learned at Team USA is that she speaks her mind and doesn't really care what people think, and they figure it out later. Well, you could be a journalist. Right? Yes. But, one of the things that I want to do real quickly is that I'm going to take a picture of you, and I want you to raise that one finger like what you just said. You weren't number 3, you were number 1. Okay? So let's take this picture. Okay, ready?
Yeah, I think
Terrific. Okay, now, just one thing. I'm going to issue a challenge to you guys. Okay? I'm going to issue a challenge. What I do in my business is that I tell stories. Okay? And in this particular community, I've been doing it for a long time. And one of the causes at the Messenger is that we try to find out what's going on in our community and tell our story, okay? And tell the story out of the community of different things that we do. And we're always looking for good news stories. We're always looking for ways that we can build things better. Well, your story has already gone way beyond this classroom, okay? Way beyond. Peter and I have been talking about this for years since he first started it. We've had a number of stories in the paper and pictures and so forth. But I want to tell you something, okay? In my business, what we also do is we follow stories. And we follow stories for a long time. And what I want to challenge you today to do is this. Learn how to tell your story. Because if you don't tell it, and if you don't spread it, nobody else ever will. What you have is very powerful, okay? Keep it, nurture it, spread it. But learn how to tell your story. What you do and what you learn is critically important. You guys are the foundation, okay? Look at yourselves right today. And everything that you do from this point forward builds on what you learned today. And the students at BFA can tell you that. We can also tell you that by looking at the larger community, not only educationally, but professionally. Because we don't succeed at my level, at the commissioner's level, at Peter's level, if you guys aren't the best that you can be. Vermont's really a lucky place, because we do very well educationally when you compare ourselves to the rest of the country. But we've got our challenges. And we depend on you to do the best that you can do. And we are really proud of your effort, because, you know, St. Albans is a great place to live, and we want people to know this, but we can't tell that story by ourselves. You know, we need you to do it. And it doesn't happen just one time and then you forget about it. It's the way you live your life. But remember this, and remember what you can build on, and learn how to tell your story, because it's really, really important. Okay? Good luck. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Lynn. Is there anyone else who would like to come up and speak? Hey. So Ronnie would like to end the ceremony.
As our ceremony comes to a close, I would just like to both thank and congratulate everyone. Firstly, I would like to thank Armando Vilaseca, our principal, Ms. Cavallo, Emerson Lynn, and any other news reporters who took time out of their day to come help us celebrate. I would also like to thank the freshmen and sophomores who came back so that we could have the entire Team USA to celebrate with us. As former Team USA members, I'm sure you have all already heard this before, but I'll say it again because it's true. Without any of you, Team USA wouldn't be what it is right now. I wouldn't be able to stand up here and thank everyone. We wouldn't have this award, but most of all, we wouldn't have each other. Not the way we have each other's backs now. It is such a great honor to be part of something so strong and great. With the closing of the ceremony, I would please ask everyone to stand and participate in our ending concert.
You want me to get the concert? There we go!
Don't
doors so we can wake up new USA. We are
USA.
We are
USA.
extremely busy schedule. In Montpelier, trying to make some real changes that are going to make a difference in your lives.
I love the songs. Actually, you know, I used to Lady Gaga a lot. I didn't realize that their songs really had a wonderful message. And every one of their songs has a message of being champions, being ahead, getting ahead, doing the right thing. This is great. And I was telling Mr. Gloria that once, whatever you have from your website, the videos or pictures, to send them to us, because we have, if you ever want to look, the State Department of Education has a website, but we have a Twitter account, we have a Facebook account, and we love posting things, what students are doing around the state so that others can share it. And this, you know, when I talk about others emulating and learning from you, it would be great that this starts a small sort of movement around the state, that if we can get what you're doing here, happen in other places, think about what the entire state could look like if every school in the state had a program like this. It would be incredible. So thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. And you know what, I'm busy, but that's not important. What's important is being here with you guys, seeing this, and seeing future leaders of our state and of our country. So I applaud you, and I thank you, and I really want to thank you for inviting me. Thanks.